So I want to bring up about basically my lackluster veteran presence, and this pertains to the video I made late last night, where like after this past gathering, I know that I have failed as a leader. Although we still had a good time, me, Boss, and Ray, being part of this huge family gathering. It just turns out that, just knowing if it's an occasion like that I would have had, and because it is a milestone, birthday party, that I would have, I could have at least asked these guys for, it doesn't have to be a big old gift, it doesn't have to be birthday money. It could just be like a really small gift. Now, of course, I had all the time in the world to even address this to them, because I know certain things that come with being a veteran leader, especially if somebody like me, who has pretty much founded this group, or pretty much established this group for since 2006, or sorry, 2005, mind you, for this group to keep going the way that it is, even though it has not been the same, I should already have established my veteran presence, of being the Nutbwallers leader, and even serving as a mentor, being a close friend of someone I've known for a long time, who was a close friend of mine, that there's certain things that they gotta learn, and unfortunately I have not been able to deliver the way that I should, sadly. Instead, it's just the other way around. I'm like LeBron, with all the pessimism that he's been spreading, that's causing the league to be what it is, with his antics. That's pretty much where I've been, especially with the Nutbwallers group the last couple of years, especially dating back to last year with the infamous group text incident that is still worse than this second one, mind you. But with all that being said, it's why I have not really lived up to being the veteran that I should be, having the veteran presence, and it shows with my ongoing failure as a friend and as a leader of the Nutbwallers, and even as a leader of a mentor, or a friend that I am to a lot of these guys that I'm close with, like Russ and Boss, Neil, Carlos, who else did I miss out? Dewey, right? So these are the guys that are supposed to be set an example by me, in an optimistic way. I'm supposed to set a good example for these guys, but instead it's been the other way around. And look, I've come to admit that it's been that way for so long, as I'm still working in this dump that has completely destroyed me mentally, right? So look, I have failed to show my veteran presence, and look, I'm not saying we've never done anything right as a group, but like for birthdays as friends, of course we're gonna give some gifts and all that, right, to one another. That's how it's been every year. But when it comes to such occasions that is like family related, like in the past weekend, that's where I gotta be more aware. And I've actually been told this, like in the past month. I was told that for the past family occasion in 2023, I know that one of the guys who came in, it was Ray, just he was one of the guys that wasn't, I mean, I wish I could say what I say here, but it was just like, it's just I really can't say it. I wish I did, but I don't want to come off as I don't want to sound so blatant here, but all I gotta say is that it's just from the past gathering. It's like I'll just say, like, one of my friends came in. He was the only friend who showed up, and that was that friend was one of those guys that like didn't really have, even if it's just like a small gift, because it was a birthday occasion as well. So look, man, I mean, this is where, I understand at that time, because we, for such a huge gathering like that, and especially if it's a milestone birthday, I'm talking about back in 2023, that was a lesson to be learned from me and for my friend as well. And just knowing that next time, hey, well, it'll be good just knowing when it comes to another milestone birthday like this past weekend with one of my family members, hey, I feel like I could have, knowing what I was reminded, not that it was a direct reminder, but it was like an indirect reminder that, hey, because it is another occasion like the one in 2023, that it would be good to see that that this would have, that, like, if any of my other friends show up, then I'll be the one to address that. Hey, even a small gift would be nice. It doesn't have to be anything big. You just wrap it up, put it in the bag, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? So look, man. I mean, it's just unfortunately, and one of the friends, that showed up this time, that did not do it again. And look, I don't think he was fully aware, right? I think that this is just more of me just knowing that I think it's best to just notify them next time for any such occasion like this, whether it's like a retirement party or like 50th, 60th, 70th, 80th birthday, that there's got to be a gift involved. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be more than one. It doesn't have to be a big one. It doesn't have to be birthday money that Dewey asks for every year. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought I'd throw it out there, and it just shows that, like, although I had so much more time to give it more thought, that unfortunately it's just been wasted, and just knowing what I went through with that second group text incident and what Julio said, like, after that, I think that it was just more time for me to just go through emotions over that group text incident, and having blocked my entire circle, for my friend circle, for at least a couple of days, and then bringing it back. And it's like I was just out of it at that time already, because it was just a rough week. And obviously, after what Robbie told me, it's like, man, I just failed to show my veteran presence of being that Nutbwallers leader, and especially as a friend as well. So look, I've also had the focus of just going solo. I mean, that's just been, that's just been my thing, like my plan, like after the after the party or after the gathering. You know what I'm saying? It's just it has come to that. It has come to that. Like, you know, that's where it shows my ongoing failure as a friend. You know, I think I just went through emotions of these other thoughts that instead of just, you know, really giving it more thought to just really improve my veteran presence. Now, of course, I'm still in this dump, right? I mean, this just to close this out, man. Like, I just don't know how to be myself at this point. I really don't. You know, people can tell me I gotta continue to seek therapy and you know, continue to take my meds or whatever it is. Anything that will, you know, improve my happiness, or, you know, anything that is beneficial to my mental health, you know, while I'm still working in this dump, right? Now, look, I know, like everyone by now, everyone is in shock of what happened in that second group text incident, because they all believed, hey, well, you know, and, you know, I'm glad you're doing better and this and that, you know, despite working in this dump. You know, it's just, you know, even Robbie said, hey, well, you know, at least you got to improve your mental health, and, you know, I'm happy for that. And, you know, because, you know, a job's a job, and, you know, you're gonna have problems like that everywhere. Oh man, this dump is just continues to bring me down. And what Paula said in that email, I don't blame her, dude. I just can't believe it. I mean, I'm still in shock when she said that she lost her hair, man. I mean, did she literally lose her hair? I mean, I just want to know. But dude, this is exactly why I just need to get the hell out of here, man. I told you, the longer I stay in this dump, the more problems I'm gonna have, and these problems will just continue to exist because I'm still here, you know. It's just unfortunate. It's more like every time I'm in this dump, it's a curse. I hate to say it, man. And you know, I'm gonna get more into this, like, as far as, like, you know, the bird season is coming up. I already know for a fact it's gonna be my 13th year, and yes, maybe a week after my 13th year anniversary. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm even saying that. I may get my raise. And boy, I would not surprise me if I end up getting paid $18.50 when it could have at least been, at this point on, 19 or 20. Hell, it should have been 20 an hour. 21, 20. Hell, I'd be fine with if it was just 20. But come on, dude. Like for Paula, like, and everyone else saying that, you know, it's super sad. Not even $18, and I've been there for 12 years. You know, when you factor all of that in, and especially with all the problems I've been facing outside of my dump for as long as I'm in this stuff, especially if it concerns a lot of my friend issues, this is where I'm at, dude. This is where I'm at. It's why I've been a failure of a friend. It's why my veteran presence has been a failure as well. So the only way I gotta improve all this and improve my focus on being a better friend, especially after what Julio said, you know, I gotta get out of here. So even my mental health will improve. My therapy will improve as well. Because I can't keep continuing to seek all of the same stuff that I've been dealing with. There's no way. What am I going to experience in my 13th year that's different from last year or this year? I mean, my 12th year, my 11th year, my 10th year. I mean, come on, dude. Is this where we're at? Like, it's going to be more of the same. If not, more bad things about to happen maybe in the bird season too. More missing stuff. Service department doing the same old shit as they did last year. Like, what am I still doing here? You know, I'm gone. I'm going to get more into this later on, dude. The fact that I'm just so sick and tired of just cooking this dump and just going off, just knowing they're nothing but a disastrous company to where, you know, the problems that any other company will ever have is nothing like this. I'm gone, dude. I'm already starting to get worked up, man.
But I'm gonna have more of this coming. So y'all best believe, man. Oh, you better be ready to hear me once again. Cause as long as I'm still here, boy, you know nothing's gonna happen. You know nothing's gonna happen. So, anyways, I'm gone. Y'all have a nice rest of your morning. I'm gonna have a video later on, and I don't care how long I'm out of my desk, man, because nothing is gonna happen to me. Period. It's nothing like the first and second year for me, for as long as I'm here. I'm sorry, man. It's why I've been a failure of a friend. How else did I lose this many friends? How else did my veteran presence just continues to fail like this? Anyway, I'm gone, dude. I'm gone. Let me just clock the fuck in, and then I'm gonna come back out because I got more to say. I got a whole lot more to say. All right, peace.